Oh, crash in front, to left, right.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is a terrible idea, but we're gonna try it anyway. Fuck.
Albi. Bad.
What?
What?
They've
just restarted
restarted the server.
Oh.
That's not going to sit well with a lot of
What
people.
the fuck?
Definitely wasn't reading the stream.
God, I'm not finishing, am I?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Main thing is you didn't hit anyone else.
Go right on the grass.
Yeah, go right, yeah.
Was it the curb?
Yep. It was the bus stop.
Are you any damage on the left, on the front right?
I think we're good.
I think it's fine. I just bounced a bit.
We'll have some optional suspension and stop, but that'll be it.
Sounded like a bus fucking ran over you.
I almost lost it in the wall.
Yeah, no, you did an excellent job catching that.
It was just the desk.
Nicely manoeuvred. Oh my Christ!
Fuck me!
Damage.
Oh yeah, like front, but
Okay.
that could have been a lot worse.
Oh my God.
You're right, Jimmy. They're going to restart it again, are they?
No way.
I missed. What the hell? I missed that.
It was the biggest pile-up on MC I've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
It's about 20 cars all in.
They're still recovering. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That was Euless as well.
Crash ahead, again. Where? The other one.
Up. Oh,
Go.
no. Dan. No. What?
Oh shit.
Dude, we're gonna get disqualified. Dan.
Dan. Slow down, get back.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know, you got kicked off of the thing and it...
to come into the pits to serve it.
I think we're good.
You're on stream, Jamie. Don't fuck up.
Oh, don't tell me that.
If you do fuck up, make it really spectacular.
Yeah.
Well,
I want double digits.
Then never race an hour again. What you meant to do? This is great. This is exactly what I wanted this to be. So see, this is sounding an absolute bitch.
I love those. I love it about Formula 1. It's half the time it's some old bloke like, oh no, it needs to sound like a 1974 DFV or I'm not interested.
yet. I just found out what the culprit was.
I think I just knocked the Wi-Fi adapter. Hopefully we're here. Just tell me if the stream's back and you can hear me. That would be good. Oh dear. We have sound and it's... it dropped my connection for a minute, but I think we're back. Okay. We'll start for a third time. We can have Barcelona and Monaco tonight. Just about got over the disappointment of yesterday. I've had some other races since and have not had any fuel issues like that. Been able to save fuel, no problem. You hear words. That's good. That's good. Words are always, well, not necessarily out of my mouth, but they're normally a good thing. And yeah, we're just going to have to chalk it up to a bug and move on. So Barcelona, hopefully we should have a fairly competitive car, and then Monaco is the one that I'm excited about because I feel like we could do something on strategy there. And I seem to remember right at the beginning of the save we built that underfloor specifically for Monaco, so I'm interested to see if it makes a difference. But we need to get through some of the management stuff before we can get going. So we've got a development point for each driver, even though one crashed and the other one ran out of fuel. But apparently, you know, they still develop from that. It's a learning experience, right? I feel like we shouldn't be able to increase anything for Vettel considering his age, but you can clearly see it's his pace that's the problem. Braking sort of the main qualifying pace. So let's try and get his quality pace up to try and get somewhere near Oscar. And then Oscar, we're going to stay on the same road of trying to get smoothness up because we need that tyre wear once the car becomes competitive. So we'll stay on that. We've got the CFD and the Team Hub upgraded, which was last time. Difficult race. Board not particularly happy. But a long way to go. Considering this is the same board that we're incredibly frustrated by, incredibly happy about like a 12th and 15th place finish before that. So they got that bit realistic. They're as fickle as the real F1 boards. Right, I guess we should probably build... I'm fine having one spare on the underfloor and suspension. After Oscar's theatrics last time, we do need another front wing to have at least one spare. And it's shown that he's probably going to make mistakes this season. So, what have we got? 7 days. We can build one in 4, so we don't even need to rush it. Perfect. That saves a little bit on the money. Car development, we're not going to have anything, I don't think, for either of these races. We've got 2 projects going on the rear wing and the side pods, 12, and that might be ready for Monaco, but I think Monaco's the weekend after, so I don't think we will. So the car we have is the car we have for the moment. New front wing is ready. I mean, the crashing's out of my control, apart from the fact I did hire Oscar Piastri. The fuel thing was honestly a bug, Greg. Like, I spent 10 laps trying to save 0.8 of fuel, and it got down to 0.5, then to 0.4, and then went back up to 0.5. And like the last 4 laps didn't save anything. So I'm blaming the game, not me. And I'm sticking to it. Right, let's get the cars ready. I'm not bothering with performance targets. I just don't see the need. And I've gone into second season. You don't need that much money. So I don't see risking losing money over it. For the moment, once we can guarantee some positions. Right, I just wanted to check before we put the cars out how the engine's doing. So we probably need to move to the second engine on car 1. Car 2 will fit a fresh engine as well. ERS, I mean, I don't mind taking engines if we get further into the season. If we're near the back, it's not exactly dropping as much. ERS is fine. Gearbox is fine. We just changed the engine on car 2. Yeah, we're all good. Let's get going then. Yeah, I know, Greg. It was massively disappointing, and you know, we pulled the master strategy, so I'm trying the reverse today. I'm trying to wear Ferrari in the hope that, you know, it's somehow a reverso day and we get a good strategy. Or we do a bad strategy and we luck into it, which I feel like is what Ferrari do half the time. But yeah, it was clearly a bug, because I had a look at Seb's stats, and there's nothing that really should have stopped him from being able to save fuel. I know if certain areas of the driver's stats are really low, then that could influence it. But I know we're running close to the wall with this one. It could be a master strategy, or it could be tempting fate, but we'll see. This was from the good era of Ferrari, though. This was from the era of, you know, of Michael Schumacher. So this is the good Ferrari. We're channeling the good Ferrari this time. Right, let's just get them out and simulate, so we can get a baseline. And not too bad. Obviously a lot of setup work to do. So let's get out this. This is... I like that setups are fairly in-depth, but I still find it the most irritating part. I know you can auto this all, but they do a terrible job. Right, let's get that rear wing where it should be, and then we can bring traction back with... No, it wasn't tyre camber. Is it anti-roll bar? Yeah, anti-roll bar moves it a bit. Good, great. We need to bring oversteer back if we can. Yeah, let's just try that. Oh god, right. Rear wing angle needs to come a long way across. Front wing probably needs to come back for that. We need to keep the cornering as close to possible, and then traction we can change. No, we can't. Traction is anti-roll bar. Let's go back a long way that way and bring... Ah, the toe brings it the wrong way. We need that optimal. God damn it. That'll do. I mean, technically it was the end of an era. This is the 2006 Grazie Michael when he was retiring, which they didn't have the best season, to be fair. So, I mean, the car, like the 2000, by the time they got to 2004, the car was so dominant. You know, Schumacher did a lot for energizing the team, sure, but he didn't design the car. So,
Thank you for joining us here today.
I only managed to get 99% once so far. Yeah, I had 95 yesterday, and I think that's the highest I've got. To be honest, I've seen drivers out-qualify their quicker teammate with a worse setup. So I really, as long as they're sort of 80 or over and not terrible, then you seem to be okay. That's a good, put us in a good place. We've still got another practice session. So let's try the rear wing angle that way and try and bring braking stability back that way with the toe. You don't want massive changes. That should be fine. That's good. We can see that traction needs to come back heavily, which we can do with the toe. The optimal stays where it is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This should be high 80s, hopefully. How's your save progressing, Liam? I see that you and Dan have got as equal amount of time as me almost in the game. Obviously enjoying it as much. 13th and 17th, not bad. Considering we've got nothing new on the car, we know we're going to be struggling to get into Q3. Great setup for Vettel, 995. Oscar needs some work, though. That's good, actually, because that's brought 2 optimals out, and now we know where the bad stuff is, which is traction. So that needs to come a long way that way. Then we can use the toe to bring those. Oh, that's going to change that too much. What changes braking stability? Is it camber? Maybe we can bring that. Nope. If we bring toe that way and then. There we go. That'll do. Right, qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Radio check. Radio check. Green light, green light.
Now the nice thing here would be if we could get through with only 1 run. Or just do the second run on a used set of tyres. But we'll see if we have that kind of pace. So Vettel out first, followed by Piastri. The first few races I really wanted to watch qualifying, but I've realised more and more that there's very little we need to do, so we might as well get them onto their laps. And then we can watch a little bit. So we'll see. On to France now. Car seems best on high-speed circuits. Nice. 4th in the Constructors. Good job. I managed 3rd with McLaren. But I learned a very valuable lesson onto the second season that I didn't put enough time into next year's car early enough, and we're not where I want to be. To the point that I've kind of rushed through every single new part we could. In time for the first race, and it still didn't make much difference. 4th in AlphaTauri, we're not even halfway through. You've got a lot of car developments to come there. That's good news. It's a decent effort. Right, let's see where their opening efforts come in then. Be Vettel across the line first. We can be above Norris and Sainz because they're bad laps for them, but nope. Actually, not for Norris. McLaren is still pretty terrible. Piastri's normally been our qualifying superstar so far, and he continues it, going up 2nd then. A lot of time still to come in, but looking good. Piastri's quality pace almost makes up for his complete lack of overtaking and tendency to crash the car. But I've tended to find that Q1 in particular, you get a lot quicker times towards the end. I reckon. I think Seb needs a new set. I think Piastri, we go again with the used set. I think he can save a set here. I think he's got the pace. Completely off topic. Have you seen the new Lord of the Rings show? Not yet. I'm going to be watching it tonight. After this stream, probably. And I've purposely not looked at anything or read anything about it. So, if you watched it, don't even tell me if it's good or bad, please. That would be appreciated. But I'm a bit more excited than I was the first few trailers I watched. Right, so you want to be about 3 minutes. Right, Vettel first on his new set because he's in the drop zone, so we need to put a new set on him. Piastri, I feel, can improve second time round because of the track evolution, and I have trust in the boy. Lost the negotiations to Albon, doesn't seem to like the offers I made. What was he turning you down on, interestingly enough? Because it's fairly forgiving with the negotiations. Like, it gives you down and up arrows on exactly what they're not happy about. Or did it get to a point where they were just... it was getting silly money? Well, they can lose patience, actually, as well. Watched an episode and a half so far. Stopped to watch the stream. Have they released them all? Have they released the full season? Because, God... I give up with my weekend. Or they just release the first couple. Because Amazon normally stagger them. They normally release them week after week. Right, onto the laps they go then. Now Seb's definitely got to be putting in green sectors here. He's not. Oh dear, Seb. What has happened to you over the years? Worn down by Ferrari, hasn't he? Piastri improving, which is good news. We need a green middle sector here from Vettel. Please, there we go. I've just realised we're on the menu camera, so we'll switch back to the race one, because that's what we should be on. Just 2 so far. Yeah, I think they'll go 1 each week afterwards, or maybe 2 the second week. But yeah, Amazon normally try and drag it out for as many Prime subscriptions as they can get. Right, Vettel round the final corner, improved in the middle sector. Hopefully he held that through the final sector. It's not brilliant. It's only good enough for P13. I think he's going to be out in Q1 here. Piastri.
Okay, and all the way to 0. All the way to
improves a little bit, but I feel like that's all he needs. I feel like he's going to be safely through. Vettel is out. Piastri is through. Perfect. Okay, well, that's Vettel's fault. We gave him new tyres. And he's done us over there, really. But Piastri through, continuing to impress in qualifying. And that car setup is nicely improved as well, which is good. Right, let's go into Q2, where he'll have 2 sets available to him. Well, he started on very high patience, and I managed to get all his offers to neutral, but kept turning me down, so maybe can't negotiate anymore. Maybe he's got a secret contract with somebody somewhere, Liam. And he's just playing you. Albon moved to Alpha Tauri, I think, on my second year. Right, let's send Piastri up. I'm getting so hot in this room. Whenever I move, my computer's gonna be in a completely different part of the building. Just chucks out heat. Lights don't help as well. Piastri is officially a McLaren driver. He is indeed. I think we all knew it was going to happen. But it just shows that Alpine didn't really have a leg to stand on. It explains that tweet, right? Because if McLaren signed a contract on the 4th of July, and he gets released as a driver after that, I think it was, wasn't it? Like, it's just ridiculous. Right, Piastri's starting his lap then. With a nice fresh set of soft tyres. If we could get him through here, it would be a nice little battle to win. Oh, he's been held up by Verstappen. Shouldn't hurt too much. That didn't look too bad. Coming up to the line. Okay, decent. It's ahead of K-Mag. We're a long way. I mean, Bottas. Bottas is massively overpowered in this game. AlphaTauri have obviously got very good setup. No, that's not a good lap, is it? Not a good lap at all. Okay, hopefully he can improve second time round. He'll definitely need to if you want any chance of getting through. I wasn't sure how we'd go here. Because again, with no upgrades, we might start falling back a little bit till we can get some new stuff on the car. It's weird, Piastri's qualifying pace is so good that it just sort of masks any faults in the car, to be honest. Oh yeah, of course, Liam. I'm doing it purely for the fun of it. I'm looking forward to it. I will start to get some laps in next week if I can put this game down for long enough. I'm going to, I'm going to do the full season this time, and I'm going to give it a good shot. I'm definitely enjoying this year's game more than last, but I haven't played it for about 3 or 4 weeks, so I need to start getting on it. It's 2 weeks, isn't it, to SSX? I thought it was the 16th of September. I thought I had a bit longer to practice. But yeah, I'm under no illusions. I'm not suddenly going to be up there with you, and especially the guys that get ahead of that. But it's a full grid, and I think there's some guys that I can be competitive with, so just have some fun, you know. It's not improving. Bit of a disappointment. Well, he's gone green in the second sector. Come on, Oscar. He's got to find 4 attempts to even get through before everyone else has put their last attempt in, so it's not looking good. Unless he's just saved those tyres a little bit more in the first sector. Can we get through to Q3 for the first time in Season 1? No, it's only good enough for 11th. It's a good effort, good improvement. I feel like he's probably going to drop another 3 or 4 positions here. Once everybody comes across the line. No, he stays 12th. Okay, we can race from there. Looks like we can get him into the top 10. Maybe early in the race. And see if we can race from there. Okay. It's going to be tough, but there's some chance for points. Even with Seb. Although Seb always races a lot better than Piastri, so... I mean to ask if you want me to post race results in the FA community Discord. It's completely up to you, mate. You can do if you want. I mean, I don't think we're doing teams, but you know, we're drivers for the team, I guess. So you're welcome to if you want. Well, me and the Flag boys normally do practice every Wednesday to Friday before the race. Yeah, I'll try and jump into some of them then. By all means, Lim. That would probably be good because it will force me to to do some practice. I can maybe chat to people while I'm doing it, which is even better. Right, race time. Now, I've been favouring 2-stop strategies recently. But we'll, of course, start by looking at the standard 1-stop, which is probably favoured here. Pushing's going to be a bit tough. And the strategy I've kind of been favouring has been medium, medium, hard, because you can just really push those medium tyres towards the end. Seems like a ridiculous strategy. It's saying the same time. Let's put Seb on a 1. And let's put Oscar on an aggressive 2-stop. It says we can use softs at the end, but I don't think we've got a soft set. Oh, we have got one brand new set. Where did that come from? Oh, we didn't get through to Q1, did we? Q3. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. No, I did mean to do that, because this one was going to be the medium, medium, hard. We've got a new set of softs for a change, so let's use them. So we'll go for an aggressive 2-stop with Piastri with him starting, see if we can get him straight up into the top 10. Seb will play a bit of the longer game Had the race Austria, but didn't manage to get either of my guys over the line in Q1, so we started from the back. I saw you posting that, Liam. But thankfully it rained for the race, so we jumped everyone to P8 and P9. Never give up. Never give up, mate. That's the thing. Right. Time for first race of the evening then. Spanish Grand Prix. Can we find a way to get some points this time? And crucially, not run out of fuel. That's the key thing here. And that's quite annoying that the drivers don't have, the F2 drivers don't have their models, but I like that they've colour-coded the helmets. I've noticed when drivers move as well, they get a colour-coded helmet rather than having like their old Red Bull helmet or something, which is a nice touch. Engine situation's good at the moment. We've put new engines in for this race, Liam. We'll probably buy one towards the end of the season. Just purely because we're near the back anyway, so it's not going to hurt us that much with the penalties. But we're underway then for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Still a lot to play for.
Well, obviously, it's turn 1. What kind of engineer statement is that? Piastri has held position, although he's being challenged by Joe around the outside. Vettel's gone backwards, although I think he's just got back past Mick Schumacher.
You're doing a good job.
And he's going to settle in there then. So we'll keep them on push for the first lap, just to see if we can make up any more positions. Look for a way around Norris. We don't want to get attached from the top 10. And with this strategy, we really need to be pushing into that top 10 as early as possible for it to work. Lovely move down the inside of Norris. Can he hold it? He can. Norris trying to fight it back around the inside. He should hold it down here. Vettel weaving all over the place in the background. He's got past the other Haas then. So we're nicely into P11 then. So for Vettel, we'll drop it down because we obviously want him to go long. Piastri, I'm going to keep him on the attack for the moment. And we'll keep it in overtake because we've got plenty of energy to use. Decent start. Piastri getting past Norris. Let's have a look what the tyre situation is. So we've got 4 on softs in the top 10. Ricardo and Magnussen on hards and the 2 Williams at the back on softs because it doesn't really matter what they do. We're looking on a move down the outside of Ocon already from Piastri. Can he hold that? He's going to have to make it work the long way around the outside. Don't think you'll get that done, Oscar. No, and backs out, unfortunately. Nicely ahead of Norris, though, which is good news.
This is good. Come on.
The quirky AI worries me a bit. He's going to try around the outside again. Not going to work there, Oscar. Keeping attacking for the moment because he's making good progress. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Leclerc's locked up. This is the strat, right? We bring Ferrari the bad luck in the game. He's off in the gravel trap there. And bring us good luck by bringing them bad luck. He's actually at the back of the field now, so that's put us into the top 10 with Piastri then. Well, I think Piastri was actually making a move down the inside of Ocon. Really good stuff from Piastri. He's having a much stronger race this time around. And he's actually getting the moves done, which was his issue last time. So we'll have to see. McLaren really struggling in my game, 8th in standings. Yeah, they do seem to be... Well, McLaren have been a difficult one to judge this season anyway, right? Because they started off with a terrible car. And then they had some really good results, but then they've had tracks where they've been nowhere near the top 10. So I think it is a bit of a crappy car. So I think it's fair enough, to be honest, to reflect that in the game. Right, Vettel can probably go back to neutral now. He's nicely onto the back of Norris and Joe, which is probably as far as he gets, even if we keep pushing. Piastri, we just keep going. Maybe knock the fuel back and knock the tyres back 1.
Safe fuel.
Now that he's in a good position. Nicely into the top 10. So now have a look around the outside of Bottas. I don't think he'll make that work. Might have a go down the inside. We'll have a look. No, not quite.
Good job, keep pushing.
Right, we'll drop back to neutral. Get onto an outside camera and get a little bit of speed into this race. So it's a good start. Vettel's made up 3 places. He's onto the back of Norris and Zhou. And considering he's 1 stopping, I'm pretty happy with him being there. He does look like he's getting held up, to be fair. So we'll monitor it for the next few laps. If he can make his way through those 2 naturally, if not, we'll maybe give him some extra fuel and a few laps to attack to see if he can get past them.
Aston Martin are moving up the field.
Piastri's gained 2 positions.
Let's see what
I think we've got to see that.
So this was the Aston Martin.
Oscar Piastri is on an absolute charge today. He's just done Valtteri Bottas and Fernando Alonso in one go. Not bad for your 5th ever Formula 1 race, I must say. Okay, Oscar. We'll push. Push like hell. And deploy. See if we can break this toe. This is what this strategy relies on. We need to get to the front of the cars we're fighting and then pull up away from that toe. If we can do that, then we've got a really good chance of this strategy working. Piastri on a charge. I love it. You love to see it. Obviously learnt from nearly giving his manager a heart attack last time out by bidding it into the back of Gasly. Now Gasly is the next car. That's a bit worrying. We'll move back to neutral. It's not quite got the second. Hopefully these guys behind start fighting though, because we are going to need to harvest. Yeah, you can see how much better Alonso is on the brakes there than us. This is going to be a pretty tricky gap to pull away from. I feel we've got to go down on the fuel now. We've got to start harvesting. And if he can stay at the front of this group, we'll give him a couple of laps to recover and then try and attack again. Vettel has got past. Good job, son. Okay, let's use a bit of that excess fuel. Let's use a bit of deploy. See if he can break that gap. Must have been a double overtake as well. I don't know what's happened to our drivers today. There's obviously some rumours in the in city season. They might be replaced. Piastri getting done back by Alonso, unfortunately. We can probably take that harvest off. We can keep attacking on the tyres, to be honest, because I feel we did this strategy based on full attack. So he's going to try it back down the inside of Alonso. Force him out wide. Don't give him any room. There you go, Oscar. Lovely stuff.
Good job.
Now Vettel is he's nearly clear.
We need to charge it.
He didn't deploy. I think he might be clear, you know. I think Norris's rear wing did open. If he keeps attacking the first part of this lap, he should be okay. We're going to have to harvest to get some charge back in. 6 tenths. He should be able to break 6 tenths in a lap, I'm hoping.
Just need to charge up.
Copy.
Oh, Alonso back past Piastri. I think this is Piastri's position for now. As we're 2 stopping, we're going to be undercutting them. So that's where we're going to get the gap. So happy for him to sit here for the moment. Let's get the fuel back under control. That's the mistake we made last time. So let's not make it twice in a row. For goodness sake. Vettel. There's a DRS zone here, unfortunately. That doesn't help. Who invented double DRS? Terrible idea. Especially when it's broken, like it is in this game. Right, we're gonna have to turn the fuel down. I'm used to comparing strategies with a McLaren car that I've made a lot quicker than this Aston is at the moment. And I've got to remember that these Astons have not got the pace to just break away just yet. To be honest, we're lucky to be fighting for 8th and 11th place, considering where the car started this season. So yeah, a lot of work to do. Let's try and get a bit deeper into this race now. Just let them settle in with these guys. This is where the fuel makes no sense, right? At 98 kilograms, Vettel minus 4.6 laps. Piastri minus plus 4 now. Just fix that. There's a lot of things you need to fix, but fix that immediately because it needs to be accurate. I think it's because one car is not in slipstream, one is, and that greatly affects, or it predicts based on whether you're stuck in that slipstream, because you're using a lot less fuel in the slipstream. Piastri has passed again. Just use a little bit of fuel, use a bit of deploy. See if we can't get onto the back of Gasly here, because that would really help our situation. Vettel, he just can't quite break that toe. Even though he's probably the quicker car at the moment, we need to go back down to aggressive to make his strategy work.
Got back a bit.
We're still tracking fairly well on the tyre wear though. Piastri, he's got a bit to use, so I don't mind if he's attacking at this point. Let's see if Piastri can push up. He's now in the DRS of Gasly. Good job, son. Lovely. Right, go back to harvest. Oh, can we break Alonso as well? That'd be great. I have the most almighty DRS train now. But we're onto the back of the Mercedes, which is good news. Brings a few more cars into the picture. It's probably enough harvesting for now. Just let the fuel come back under control. Norris back ahead of Vettel, that's fine. I can't think of a way to get Vettel into this fight for the top 10 unless some of the top 10 two-stop. I think that's what we've got to rely on today with Vettel. He's not got the... He's got the pace, he just wasn't in that fight early enough. And we haven't really got wiggle room in his strategy to go early. Maybe a couple of laps early might help. But for the moment, I think our hopes are very much with young Oscar. So we just need to manage this and make sure he stays on the back of Gasly. And Vettel's where he is. Right, I think we're chill for the moment. I think we can just relax. And let it play out. Get to the pit stops, which are quite a way away. So we'll just leave it on 2 speed for the moment. Get some laps under our belt. Because we still got 50 of them in this race. He's right in the fight. Gasly and the 2 Mercedes. The 2 Mercedes love to fight in this game. I think it's because they've made their pace skill very close. So they're always on the same bit of tarmac. I actually took out both Mercedes in the first race of Season 2. Ricciardo just took them both out. Which made for entertaining viewing, but wasn't much fun for me. Yeah, I think we're in a good place. And the question is going to be, obviously, so these guys are 2-stopping, potentially, or they're going to go on the hards. What we need to make sure is that we stop the same time as them, because what we don't want to lose is the slipstream. If we have a couple of laps in fresh air and the guys that pit are all in a slipstream chain, it won't help. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. No cars stationary on tracks, it just looks like a lock-up. It's from young Mick Schumacher, so we're all right there. We're in a really good place. I mean, Piastri looks punchy, but there's no point using anything extra. We might just use a couple laps of harvest here, to be honest. Same with Vettel. They're kind of stuck in this train. Vettel in that train. Leclerc coming back. Oh, hang on. This is a really good opportunity. If we can go with Leclerc, we can game the system here, boys. I wish I'd noticed that earlier. We might just be too late. Lots of rumours about Gasly moving to Alpine. Yeah, I think so. Well, he definitely needs an opportunity like that, right? And I think it'd be a no-brainer for Gasly. AlphaTauri, you know, they've built some good cars over the last few years, but they're never going to be able to surpass the likes of Red Bull. Alpine just might. So I think it'd be a good step forward for him. And it would make a lot of sense for Alpine, right? And they'd have 2 race winners, 2 people that can outperform the car, and 2 drivers for the next however long they want to be in Formula 1. So, yeah, it's a great idea. for them. Obviously, it's a bit depressing if we don't...
We have low battery.
Oh, I changed the wrong driver. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks. I meant to put Seb in... Oh no, we deployed with Seb, didn't we? But I turned the wrong driver off.
Yes, lift and coast.
Yeah, the problem is Ricardo, unfortunately. Like, really want him to have a seat. There's obviously a lot of rumours about Haas,
So back off.
which
Okay, copy.
you know, that would be interesting to see Gunther and Danny Ricciardo. And then the rumours are that Mick's... Where is Mick going? No, we can't lose this. We can't lose this. It's worth the tyre life and the fuel.
You can stop, lift and coast.
We have to hold on to this DRS.
Use energy if you need
You can see how much it's towed us along already.
Copy.
I think we might have just missed the boat on that one. Too busy chatting driver swaps. Yeah, I don't think he's going to catch that back up. That's a shame. It's got us a gap to Norris and Joe.
All okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed.
So it's got him a little bit further into the fight.
Copy.
Tyre life's actually really good still for Sebastian, so we're in a good place. Piastri's in an almighty mob here. How close are we? So what I'd normally do here with this kind of strategy is pit him early. But we need... Well, there's obviously quite a few laps to go still. And we need a gap, so we need to start working out 21 seconds. So we need this screen. So we're looking at about 43, 42. So we've got a bit of clean air there, but we then immediately run into traffic. If we can clear these three, that's a bigger gap ahead of him. So we need that gap to get up to about 42, and then we're safe to pit. Because you want Oscar to be able to attack straight out the pits, because what we're going for here is for him to be ahead of the Mercedes and out of DRS range of the Mercedes. For that to work, it needs to be a really early stop. But we need to clear these two cars. It might be this lap by the end of it, you know. How's Vettel doing? He's still holding that gap to Joe and Norris, which is good news. Really wish I'd spotted Leclerc earlier. We could have done a better job of holding on to him and dragged us along to this fight. But unfortunately not. Right, we're back at 23 now. So yeah, we need a couple more seconds to Ricciardo and Magnussen. Yeah, because these strategies are based on completely attacking the tyres. We can let up some tyre life towards the end if we need to. Right, it's about 20 seconds now. Come on, we just need like two more to be safe. We need a really big undercut here. You think Mix deserves a shot in F1 still? We talked about this a bit last night. I feel like Mick... I want to be the first person to say, yes, absolutely. But at the same time, I just don't think... The second season was the one everyone was looking at him for, right? And he has improved. And he's matched Kevin occasionally, but he needs to be beating him. Like, because of his age. Kevin's a highly respected driver, don't get me wrong, but, you know, he's no Fernando Alonso or Lewis Hamilton. Well, Lewis Hamilton's a bit of an unfair comparison. But, you know, I'd even say, like, Daniel Ricciardo's a better driver than...
Do what you can to keep the tyres cool. Copy.
We need one more lap, really. We need to go really early to make this undercut work. What I don't want is those Mercedes to pit on their soft tyres and block our way again. But yeah, I mean, like, from a marketing point of view, and he's not a lost cause. Like, there's no reason moving to another team or a slightly more competitive team, and all of a sudden he gets a bit of confidence. He's still a good enough driver. Just don't know where he'd go. I mean, there's been so many mix-ups. There were so many mix-ups going into this year, but there's a lot into next as well. It's what keeps things fun. Right, we should be good. Right, let's go. I wonder if we use the softs now to really make sure. No, we'll go mediums. We'll push the mediums like hell to try and get the gap, and then if we run out of tyre, we can always put the hard tyre on at the end if we need to. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. If this is a safety car, I'm going to shoot myself. Oh, it's Vettel.
Let's take a look at the replay. Let's have a look here.
Seb, man.
And there's the lockup. It almost got away from them entirely.
Would have been fine if the car didn't just stop. Oh. Not much we can do, man. Just get him to carry on his way. Right. Piastri coming in. Have we judged this right? Will he clear Magnussen and Ricciardo? I hope so. Good stop, boys. Come on. Oh, it's a little slow. It's a little slow. Where are they? Coming out the final corner now. Piastri's exiting. Oh. Thankfully, the AI does that sometimes. Which really helps us. I mean, Magnussen was easily passed there, but... Right, we're passed, and we should be able to punch away with that. Right, full attack mode now, Piastri. Don't lock up as well, please. We have to ask Seb to get out the way of his youngster teammate here. I really, really wanted to keep Seb for a couple of seasons and try and make it him a world champion again, but he's just not impressive enough at the moment. I mean, fair enough, he nearly scored the points last time out, to be fair, but he's making mistakes like that. He's not going to be a world champion unless our car's massively dominant, which I don't think we're going to achieve for quite a while. There's always the option that he's actually going to just retire anyway and give us no option at the end of the year. This is the year that he normally retires, and I think he's the first to do it in the game normally. So it might make it an easy decision for us. But we've got like 18 races, 17 races to go before that happens. This is what I was a bit worried about. So Hamilton and Gasly, because they were on the softs, they pitted a bit too early. Full deploy, Oscar.
Energy if you need it.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Oscar to flash round the final corner. There he goes. Piastri is going to do the weird AI thing. Yep. You're clear. You were like a second clear there, man. What are you doing? Okay. Option 2 now. We should be able to stick with Hamilton, and he should drag us along if we can stick with Hamilton. Yeah, we got the pace. Good. Hamilton's gone to mediums. He's 2 stopping as well. So this is the fight we're in. We just need to drag ourselves along with Lewis. That should get us comfortably ahead of the likes of Alonso, Ocon, Bottas. Russell's going to come back out into this train somewhere. But I feel we're in a good place. We're in a good place for points. But we've said that before. Now, I have an idea, boys. I've used this to varying degrees of success. But if we can get Oscar past Lewis, I have a cunning plan. That when it works is so ridiculously overpowered you won't believe it. Piastri has to get past a 7-time world champion. He was not respecting any one of those world championships there. Down the inside he goes.
Good job.
Oh, Lewis coming back at him. That's why he's a 7-time champ. Come on, Oscar. Come on. I need you to be ahead here, buddy. Shoot. He's got DRS. He should get ahead. So, we've comfortably jumped Leclerc, Alonso, Bottas. Right.
Good job.
This cunning plan could be an absolute masterstroke. Now Piastri's. Right, we need Vettel to slow down.
Drop back a bit.
And this has to be incredibly well timed.
Copy.
We need a bit of a gap, really. Stay ahead, Oscar. Stay ahead, stay ahead. Right, do we do it? Do it now. Don't fight, teammate. There he goes. Hold back, hold back, hold back. Go, go, go. Oh, he's got no... Didn't work great. Probably should have done it on the straight. He might be able to hold up the rest of them here. Lewis has got through, unfortunately.
Save fuel.
Gasly has got through.
Only P8.
But there's Russell, there's Leclerc. We hold Russell up a bit, that would be some extra points. Now look at this gap. Now that he's actually holding him up. 1.2. 1.4. That's help. It's not works. It's not works quite as well as I thought. I guess it depends on the track. I've had times where that's gained like 10 seconds. Inspired by Checo, exactly. I think that's why the whole reason that button is there. This helps out a bit. Piastri is going with Hamilton. We've got a nice gap to the guys behind. We just push like hell now. Let's get that harvest back. It's completely compromised Vettel's race. Though, to be honest, he's in 10th. If he can go with these boys... then he might get 10th, you know. As Magnussen and Ricciardo haven't stopped. So it's Alonso and Bottas. He won't necessarily go to the end on those medium tyres. So it's not hurt Vettel that much.
Get the tyres down now.
Right, let's speed things up. A little bit of team play there. It works all right. Sainz locks up. Nothing too bad though. Ocon in the pits. He's going to be a long way behind, but he's probably on a one-stop. He started on the medium tyres. No, he's putting another set of medium tyres on. He's not on a one-stop. Okay. Piastri's genuinely might be fighting for 4th place here. But he is fighting Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, which, to be honest, I don't particularly fancy him winning, but we'll see. Once he can hold on, Vettel's actually... well, no, he's fighting with Russell, isn't he? But Ocon's come out behind him, and we know he's got to make another stop. So it's looking good. So we're into Vettel's pit window now. He's tracking a little bit better on the tyres than normal.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Piastri's back at the front. That's what I mean, boys. When you get in these DRS trains, it's so OP that you fight with cars that should just be disappearing down the road. It's good news. Right, Vettel, we need to sort of see where his pit window is. So, again, we knew that already. It's 21 seconds. So it's about a minute. So he's going to come out behind Norris at the moment. To be honest, he's going to come out there whenever we pit him. He might gap them. We give him another couple of laps. We're so good on tyre wear at the moment, we might as well attack for a bit.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
I mean, again, Vettel's fighting with Russell when Russell's on brand new medium tyres. It's a game about DRS trains, boys. As soon as you work out how to game them, you're away. Yellow in sector 1. Nobody's stopped, so... Oh, Perez has spun.
Here's the replay. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. What a spin out.
Oh, he's kept it out of the barriers. That's a shame. Complete Red Bull domination today. To be fair, Sainz is not great in this game, and Leclerc is recovering from a lock-up of his own. Because, you know, most lock-ups cost you...
Okay, happy to lift and coast.
50 seconds.
Currently P9.
It's fine. We're good where we are. We'll take these mediums as long as we can. We'll keep with Russell as long as we can. I'll get a bit of fuel back as well, because we know how that goes, even though they're both reading the same at the moment. Piastri... Well, just take them as long as we can, really. Stay in this group, and
Ferrari just gained a place.
if we drop out of the group or we need to cover someone's stop to stick with them, then we'll decide what tyres we need then. Vettel, let's see if we can get a bit of harvest back while he's in this little slipstream as well. But he's toning him along nicely, and his tyres are going to go another 5 or 6 laps at least. Hopefully Piastri doesn't drop off Leclerc here. Right, how can we fuck it up here? Because this is looking really good for some points finally. Vettel, let's go to neutral for the straights just to make sure he doesn't get dropped by Russell. And he's fine. Let's get a bit more harvesting in. Piastri has dropped Leclerc. That's fine. I didn't really think we were going to be fighting the Ferrari for this race. As long as we stay with Hamilton and Gasly, I think that's our battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. Vettel is just about to drop off the back, but he's got a nice bit of charge back. That's good. Piastri will wait for the chicane, where one of the heaviest braking zones, nothing. Doesn't make sense sometimes. Oh, that's not what you want. Oh, got pinched there.
He gained a place.
We need to get onto the back of him again. Can't afford to drop Hamilton. I think we have. And get back up to the back of Gasly. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near Hamilton again. Oh, it was such a... I don't know if that was a realistic 3-1 situation or not. But it just looks so janky. That's fine. We just want points. We're fighting Haas, Williams, and... No, Haas and Williams. They're the two teams we need to finish ahead of. And they're currently 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th. So as long as we can get some points here. To be honest, McLaren aren't scoring as well, and they've only got 3. So if we can try and manufacture a double points finish here, it would be quite a feat. Right, let's bring Seb in this lap on the hard tyres, trying to undercut some of the guys that are going to be making a second stop.
Box.
Sebastian, pit lane.
Okay, come on, boys. There's only one and only stop today. Let's make it a good one.
Come in the pit lane.
And it is lovely. Where's he coming back out onto the track? Just behind Norris and Joe. That's really good. So that toe from Russell, he was originally going to come out by the Hasses. That's gained us a huge amount of time. Now he can be, not attack, but he can be fairly aggressive with those tyres. We'll save the fuel to the end. Also, I don't trust that fuel rating. So, I'll see how that goes. Right, back to Piastri. He's got past Gasly and is actually dropping him. So Piastri has really good pace on these mediums, considering. I don't know that he'll be able to catch back up to Hamilton, but at least he's gapping these guys behind. Mediums to the end. Do you think the AI are going to do that, guys? Russell's on 81, Knock on 84. I know some of them have gone medium, so some of them definitely have to stop again. So it's going to be interesting to see. Vettel, hopefully, will start eating into Joe and Norris ahead. And hopefully can breeze past them, because we don't want him to be held up here. That's the last thing we want. Piastri's continuing to slowly drop Gasly. But he doesn't quite have the pace of Hamilton ahead. Which is understandable considering the tyre difference. We don't do it often, but I might actually just speed up a little here. So we've got 2 races to do tonight. And both our drivers are sort of in no man's land. We've got a yellow flag.
Sounds like a spin.
Russell spun. Interesting. Okay. Well, that helps Vettel out a bit.
Seems to have been a lockup. Let's have a look. Taking a look again. It involves
I speak too soon.
They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
Oh, he's actually, that's not too bad. That's how a lockup should be.
And the team had
Just loaded into the game, it's put me into save before I negotiate with Albon to sharpen the pen again, Liam. At least you know what he's looking for this time. In any management game, always remember, you can always save scum. Right, Gasly started catching Piastri again. So we need to make a quick decision with Piastri as to whether we're going to go for the undercut again, but on the hard tyres, or whether we use the new set of softs. To be honest, I think those softs would already get to the end and we've got a while to go. So we'll definitely go for the softs with Piastri for the final stint. And yeah, I think we're just going to speed up a little again, because Gasly's got past Piastri. Piastri should hold on to him in the DRS, does do. Vettel's lockup hasn't helped, but he is where he is, and he's there till the end of the race. Piastri swapping positions with Gasly. Got quite a while to go for his tyres. What changed? I think that's just showing Norris swapping places. I don't think anyone's stopped yet. Piastri and Gasly continuing to swap places. Russell's getting closer.
Looks like Aston Martin.
Piastri gets past Gasly again. Vettel continues to close in on Norris and Zhou. Right, Sainz, Hamilton and Gasly in. This is where it gets tricky for me. I don't think it's early enough for the softs, but we're going to miss a chance on staying ahead of them if we don't pit. Where did they come out in? They're going to easily clear Vettel, unfortunately. There's Gasly, there's Hamilton. Gasly's had to slow down for... I think that's a Verstappen lapping him, it is, yeah. Right, unfortunately Piastri's all on his own here. His tyres have reached the end of the window anyway. 19 laps on the softs. See, it always says the tyre life, but that's not really the tyre life. Let's go for it. Let's be aggressive.
Box.
So I got 5, 6 upvotes and 1 neutral, but he still declines. You think it'd be cheaper to negotiate when his contract ends? I don't know. You can always give it a few months and try again. I mean, he's contracted to you at the moment. As far as I know, they don't agree contracts with other teams until the end of the season. So you've got other opportunities to try it. It also, what's his morale at the moment as a driver? Because that matters quite a bit. If they're not very happy in the team, then it might be trickier to negotiate. So it might be worth having a few races and letting his morale improve, and then see if you can get an offer in. Right, Piastri in. He should come out around Gasly. Gasly coming out the final corner now. And hopefully the bug will get in the way. And yep, Gasly will slow down nicely to say after you, Oscar. And he does do. And on his way. So I think we need to be a little careful with these tyres, but they look okay to the end. Remember, this is on strategy, and this was with being aggressive anyway. And we've got a few more stops to come then. So, Vettel... That interval's wrong, surely. I think it's just mucked up. There we go. Yeah, Vettel's got very little chance of points here, I think. But Piastri definitely has a chance. Right, we've got Alonso and Bottas in the pits now. We're going to comfortably clear these two. So that'll be good news. Just looks like it's going to be a fight with Gasly to the end here. Vettel, there's Alonso and Bottas just ahead. He's got an outside shot. He's on the back of Zhou now. As long as we can stick with Gasly, I don't mind swapping positions at the moment. Russell in. We should comfortably jump Russell. Out goes Russell. Coming around the final corner now. Their pit box is, of course, at the front. Through we go. There's Russell coming out pit lane. So we're comfortably clear. He's going to have really good pace now. What tyres have they? They've all gone on softs. Okay. So I don't think you should worry too much about tyre wear, considering we're fighting cars with the same tyres on at the same time or a bit later. Vettel, Zhou's pitted again. We might as well give it a go here, right? Let's see if we can get Vettel onto the back of Alonso and Bottas. If we can get him into the DRS zone, we've got an opportunity for a point. Only if he can catch them up. He's getting there. Ocon in. So that's another car we're comfortably clear. Where will Ocon be in terms of Vettel, actually?
Okay, copy.
That could slow...
Stay cool, man. You're doing a good job.
Oh, Bottas didn't slow that, but... Racing down.
That's a position gained for
Right, Ocon's going to be quick here.
So, Sebastian, we are all okay on fuel.
So let's keep attacking for a couple of laps. Try and keep using the slipstream. Oh, he's dropped slipstream to Ocon immediately. We have got Verstappen coming through. This might help us. Piastri's holding on to Gasly, so we're going to be in a scrap 6th, 7th and 8th here with Gasly and Russell. So what I'm going to do now is just use a bit of harvest so that we've got something to attack with towards the end. Got any suggestions on what buildings to upgrade? It depends what you want, man. Like, if you've got a young driver, then some of the staff buildings that increase gain, I built quite a few of those early, and they're doing good for development points for those drivers. First season, you kind of want all your design buildings, or the top car buildings, whatever the top one's called. You want all of those at least level 2 to give you a good base. And that's really what you want. Like, you've got the design one that adds an additional project. That's really good when you start getting towards the end of the year. And you want to do a lot of research projects. Also, I found that the pre-season for Season 2 was so long that you were getting through... You basically had a whole new car before the first race, so it's really worth having that third project slot, because then you can develop 3 parts at the same time for that pre-season push. But there's no real magic bullet. They all have their own benefits, so it depends what you want to do. If you want to improve the car in a certain area, do that. If you want to train young staff, then you can do that. I'm retired from racing because of F1 Manager game. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing sim racing for 10 years, Kagan, and I will continue to do it for 10 years probably. I'm just enjoying this game at the moment. Remember, this channel used to be pretty much exclusively Motorsport Manager back in the day, so it's not a new thing. But we will get back to some racing next week. We'll get an iRacing and an ACC stream in next week, but for the moment we're really enjoying this, and hopefully you guys are as well. Right, Russell's nearly caught us. Fully charged, so let's go on to neutral. Our tyre wear's still doing pretty good against Gasly. We've just got to save up for a late race charge here, really. Vettel's got an outside chance of a point as well. Now that he's with them, though, let's maybe go back down to aggressive on those tyres. And see what we can do. Now, let's make sure nobody can see anything I'm doing wrong, right? We don't want to throw away points this time. Fuel's good, tyres are good, engine's good, no warnings on the parts. This has got to be it, right? This has got to be first points of the season. With maybe both cars, but definitely Piastri. I can't see Piastri mucking up points here. Oh. That's the second time someone's done that into turn 1. It's very annoying. Because it's always my car on the other end, apparently. I think if both cars are showing excess fuel, then we've definitely got excess fuel. So let's just make sure Vettel can get back up to them. Let's use a bit of deploy as well. Just to try and close that gap. And Piastri, we just need to sit here. He needs a bit of charge. And we'll just absolutely attack the last couple of laps if he's still in that position. Vettel... he's dropping a bit further back.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Piastri back ahead of these two. I kind of want to be second in this queue going into the last couple of laps, but if he's at the front, it's not a bad thing either. Wonder if... Oh! Oscar, you fucking idiot! That's because I told him to push.
It's the crash.
It's a safety car. It's a safety car. Give Seb a chance. God's sake, man. I think Yuki did jump in my car. Every time, man. Why did I even say it? Why did I say what is it that we've missed that's not going wrong? I don't know if it was us getting him to attack. Because he's been attacking for large periods of the race before. But maybe just the pressure. He's a very young driver. I guess we need to be careful with him. Seb was in 11th anyway. He wasn't getting any points. He should get out ahead of Norris. So he doesn't lose any places. We can put some soft tyres on. I do, Fox. The thing is, I have the best luck in my personal playthrough. And then as soon as I go on stream... I mean, it makes it more dramatic, right, for the series, I guess. But, yeah, it's gutting. It's gutting at the moment. It's going to be a sprint to the finish. We're going to have... I mean, everybody's on softs, but we're on the freshest softs. So, you know.
Got loads of energy.
Hopefully... Vettel can do something here. Is it going to be this lap? How late he gets released here. No, we're going to go around for one more then. Annoyingly...
Safety car will be in this lap. Safety car will be in this lap.
We're a lap down.
Copy.
Verstappen is at the front of the queue, and Perez is like multiple. They need. That's the other thing they need to patch. They desperately need to put allow lap cars pass because it ruins the races. Especially when the best we can get now is 8th with Seb. That's Sergio. So we can get past both Alpines and Bottas, potentially. But yeah, we've been completely screwed over by the safety car. We're going to have a lot of lap traffic coming through, so it's going to be exciting. We might as well stay on board with Seb for this now. We've now got a Red Bull in front of us. How's that happened? Oh, what is this mess? Oh, now what's going on? What? The lap cars are causing apps. Who are we letting through? What? Ricardo's got through to 9th in all of that. How's that happened?
McLaren gain a position.
God, the lapping mechanics in this game. Now we're slowing down for Russell. We should have been attacking Russell. Go! Dive! Now we're letting Gasly through. We've now dropped almost 10 seconds. We've got Ocon at least. Maybe we can go with Gasly now?
That's it.
Maybe we can do... Who was it? Was it Verstappen when he was in Alpha Tauri or Toro Rosso? But he had that race where he just followed the leaders through at Monaco and used it to get each car. If Seb's smart here, that's what he should be doing. Let's go to overtake. So hopefully, when Ricciardo gets out the way here, it opens up a bit of vulnerability to us. There we go, there we go. There we go, Seb. That's the strats, mate. That's the strats. Now don't do anything stupid like trying to overtake Gasly. We just go with him here. Let's go back to neutral. Let's keep that charge nice and full. Right, that's a point. Can we get 2 more? Has Gasly got the speed to catch them? That's the thing. What happens if we try and overtake Gasly? We might have to at this rate. He's not quick enough to catch Bottas. Although Bottas is catching Alonso, which might help. Oh, come on, Gazman, out the way.
DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled.
Yeah, you can see his AI won't allow him to overtake him. That's a shame. There's a few places this game is lacking. Like a late game safety car without allowing lap cars to overtake. Breaks things a little. The lap car thing where they're actually slower and yet your AI won't overtake them. We're just losing more and more time now. Yep, go on, Seb. Just do it. Doesn't matter if he's a lap down. Just go. No, he just backs out of it. Come on. Go, go, go! I really enjoy playing this game and I see all the hate for it. And I'm like, don't know what they're talking about. And then sometimes things get so utterly frustrating that I see exactly what they're talking about. Up and alongside, clearly got massive more pace, just backs. He's going to lose a point at this rate. Let's try one more time. What if we deploy?
So use energy.
Go, 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 go. Don't back out. No, he
This is last lap.
he's just refusing. It's like a horse refusing at the gate. I swear to God, if this AI with Gasly does some kind of weird shit that loses us our first point, I'm going to be very angry. Because they are lining up behind at the moment. And most importantly, there's a McLaren and a Haas in that group. If we lose this point to an Alpine, I don't mind. If we lose a point to one of those two, not happy. Things we had the pace, I reckon we would have been 8th. With Vettel. Would have been a lot higher with Piastri, but... Oh, don't do that, Seb. You know what? Just back out, don't you? Right, you should have a bit of room now. Deploy out of the final corner, just to make sure.
Can use energy.
Well, it's a point, boys. It's a point. We should have had a lot more. But Aston Martin are on the board. And it's Sebastian Vettel. Who'd have thought that the way the first 50 laps of that race went. But it's a point. It's well earned. And it's a well needed point. It's not as many points as we needed. They're happy at least. What a roller coaster of a Spanish Grand Prix, hey? Hope everybody enjoyed it. It's never dull, Aston Martin at the moment. Never dull.
Today, Aston Martin demonstrated that they can go very far indeed.
Well done, Seb. Good job. I'm glad he got the first point for them. But we should be going into Monaco with about 15 points at the moment from the last 2 races. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. We're on the board. And we're going to Monaco, baby. Where anything can happen. Where's that single point? There it is. I forgot Haas got a point last time, so I think we're going to be level. Yeah, we're level with Haas. 2 behind McLaren. But we have a point. Thanks, Polecat. We've done it the hard way so far. I never thought we'd have to work so hard to get a single World Championship point. But we do. We did. And we do. Good experience. Piastri's going to be developing really nicely this season. Seb has a bonus. Who thinks up these bonuses? 1.4 million for finishing 10th. You're better off finishing 11th. No wonder he's so happy to be at Aston Martin with a crap car. We'll never know. We'll never know, Polecat. And I don't want to know. In my mind, we made the right choice. Oscar's qualifying pace has been, like, mega. So, I've got to fix the flickering again. Hopefully that's gone now. Right, let's get ready for Monaco. Then once we're about to go into the weekend, we'll take a short break before we go into the Monaco Grand Prix then. Are we there already? Oh, we need to... He's done the chassis in. Apparently front wing's fine. Definitely didn't hit the front wing. Oscar going straight on into a wall at about 150. But chassis fucked. Oh, no, don't remove it from... Oh, we need one. Okay. Cost of Oscar Piastri. We're going to have to emergency make a chassis. 375 grand. Lovely. Oh well. You got to think about the future, right? Future world champion, I'm sure. Exceeding expectations. All of a sudden, we get a point. They're happy with us. Go figure. Oh, it is ready in time. Okay, I think we're gonna have to spend some more money here. I want this wing ready. So obviously they're not going to be ready in time if we do nothing. Well, 2 days at the same race, same days. Let's do it. I think we do it. Let's get it on the cart. Start the next part development then. What have we done so far? So we need a rear wing and side pod. Side pods are going to make a big difference. Potentially. Oh, we're already doing that, so rear wing. And we use the other half for our allocation. We need to go and change this first. That will give us an actual 36 days if we max everything. 58, that's too long. Actually, we could rush it. $27. How long was the development period's 33 days. That's 33 days. Perfect. That way we get a part slot back in time for our MFD hours coming back. And then after that we would have upgraded everything on the car, although the suspension was the one the AI did, so we probably need to do that because it didn't make much of a jump. Right, to the race weekend. Maybe struggled. Oh, you already answered that, didn't I? Hope you're well, by the way, Polcat. Thanks for joining the stream. Are you gonna? I haven't seen the sign-up sheet. Are you in S6 this year? I hope so. I might have someone to race then, although I might not even be that quick, to be honest. But we'll see. Right, we already installed them, didn't we? Chassis, yeah. Cool, I think we're good to go. Is one of these Q2? Let's add Q2. 15th, why not? Boss lap, we're not getting. Finish, but I'm not trusting any finishing streak at the moment. Qualifying is fine. They haven't crashed in qualifying so far. Right, what we'll do is we'll get practice done quickly, and then we can do take the break and then do qualifying and the race. I can't remember how my Monaco Grand Prix went with McLaren save. All I remember from it is it's not quite as difficult to overtake here as it should be. Track position isn't always king. You can get your way past.
There are no proper straights to speak of, and it's extremely hard to overtake here. It sounds like simple advice, but getting up as high on that starting grid as possible is the best plan of attack. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is
Right, hopefully we should be really good here.
Nothing is certain at this stage.
Mine was just very wet and stuck in a long train. Can also happen. I mean, that sounds like a very realistic Monaco, to be fair. Partly cloudy. I don't think we're going to get any rain, unfortunately. Right. We're going to suffer a bit from parts knowledge because the chassis is new, but they should be familiar with the rest of the car. So as long as we get a fairly good setup, obviously qualifying is going to be super important. And bam, straight in queue in practice 1, Oscar already towards the back end of the top 10. That's good news. Right, so rear wing needs to go quite along that way. Let's go back that way quite a bit. Let's try that. And Piastri, again, rear wing, not great. It should be there really, but well, it depends which way it is, I guess. Oversteer needs to change quite a bit. Toe out needs to change quite a lot. What else changes toe out? Considering everything is bringing it this way, I feel like it's going to have to be that way. Do need to try and bring traction back. Let's try that. Has anybody tried... I meant to do it this season in McLaren and I forgot. Like saving a screenshot of the setup and try putting it on the car the next year. I want to try that because that'd be great if you could load the setup from the year before and it at least gives you a base. Then you can just put it in practice 1. The game doesn't have a save function, which would be the easier way to do it, obviously. Oh, that's not good. 52. Evening, Frederick. How you doing, buddy? Piastri is confirmed to McLaren now. Based on his performances at the moment in the races, they can have him, alright? But yes, yeah, he is to McLaren. That's going to be... I understand it, but I'm quite surprised for McLaren because that has the potential to be a real headache for Zach Brown. Because neither of those guys are going to want to be seen as a number 2 in that team, and it's like the next hot property coming in. 2 F1 since like the Norris Russell Albon era, right? So I'm sure he backs himself to the hills, Norris, but you've got to be a bit worried, and it's certainly got potential to be a bit more of a spicy combination. Well, exactly, Liam. Like they can't get along anyway. I mean, if Ricciardo and Norris haven't got along, then yeah, those two are going to be fireworks. But that could be a good thing for McLaren. It could push them even further when potentially the car's not there. But Piastri into the top 10 of pace in practice. That's the first time this happened. His setup is not going well, though. We need a radical change here. We need to bring braking stability right back. We can probably bring that back with toe out. Oh no, so we can bring that over with that. Oversteer needs... Oh god, I hate setups sometimes. You just luck into them. I still don't have a clue what I'm doing. It's a good change from good. The problem is, like, Motorsport Manager, you saw the other setup, or you could see other setups. So you could go back and see, like, the third setup, you tried the fourth. Because I might have already tried that, where that line is, and it was great. Or it might have been bad, but because I can't see it, it makes it so much trickier to adjust. Oh, good. So we could either completely fuck up Vettel's setup here, or improve it. Oh, let's try it. Right. Sebastian Vettel, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm honoured. I'm doing a save with McLaren and already at Monaco, and I fired Danny. I got through one season with him, and I'm persevering for a second season. He got me a couple of podiums. He was a long way short of Norris, don't get me wrong, but I kind of want to give him 2 years and just see. I'm definitely going for a different driver at the end of season 2, probably. Vettel and Alonso would be a mega team, to be fair. Right, I know a bunch of people have just joined, which is really great. Bear with us. Right, we're going to be doing the Monaco Grand Prix, but I've been going about just over an hour and a half, and I just want to take a quick 5-minute break to go to the loot and re-top up my drink. So we're just going to run the break screen. We're not going anywhere. We will be back in about 5 minutes for the Monaco Grand Prix. So do stick around.
Oh, crash in front, to left, right.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is a terrible idea, but we're going to try it anyway. Fuck.
Audi. Bad.
What?
What?
They've just restarted the server. Oh. That's not going to sit well with a lot of people.
What the fuck?
Definitely wasn't reading the stream.
God, I'm not finishing, am I?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Main thing is you didn't hit anyone else.
Go right on the grass.
Yeah, go right, yeah.
Was it the curb?
Yep.
Yep. It was the bus stop.
Are you any damage on the left, on the front right?
I think we're good.
I think it's fine. I just bounced a bit.
We'll have some optional suspension and stop, but that'll be it.
Sounded like a bus fucking ran over you.
I almost lost it in the wall.
Yeah, no, you did an excellent job catching that.
It was just the desk.
Nicely manoeuvred. Oh my Christ!
Fuck me!
Damage.
Oh yeah, like front, but
Okay.
that could have been a lot worse.
Oh my God.
You're right, Jimmy. They're gonna restart it again, are they?
No way.
I missed. What the hell? I missed that.
It was the biggest pile-up on MC I've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
It's about 20 cars all in.
They're still recovering. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That was Euless as well.
Crash hat again. Merc, yellow one.
Up. Oh no. Dan. No. What?
Oh shit.
Dude, we're gonna get disqualified. Dan.
Dan. Slow down and get back.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know, you got kicked off of the thing and it...
Want me to come into the pits to serve it?
I think we're good.
Right, we're back, boys, and we're going to try and offset the Ferrari bad luck that we've obviously brought with us, that side, with the Brawn cap, because it's Monaco, baby, right? I'm going to try and get a Brawn special right here, and see what we can do. To be honest, these two will probably just equal each other out, but we'll try it anyway. Right, let's switch to our race screen and get into qualifying for Monaco. Now, if there's anywhere that Piastri's gonna shine with his qualifying pace, it's gonna be here, right? You'd hope. Ricciardo keeps crashing the car, always fighting Latifi. So I've had him crash a couple of times in my McLaren save. I've not seen him fighting Latifi much. But to be fair, Norris has crashed it quite a bit in mine as well. I feel like it can be fairly random. But yeah, he's definitely not a match for Norris, so there's definitely a good case to get a really strong replacement driver in. Because McLaren are a team that you can probably build towards the front of the grid in a good couple of seasons. 2 or 3, so yeah, you want 2 drivers that can challenge up there for sure. Right, first qualifying lap of Monaco, here we go. Tyres severely overheating, which I've been wondering, we get quite a lot in qualifying, and I wonder if we used to use manual towards the beginning. I wonder if you do need to maybe not attack on the tyres to get the best out of them. Fortunate to say Yuki has only crashed twice, although one was in a podium position. That's the thing though, when it really matters for the team. If they're crashing out when they're 13th, then fair, you know, you can kind of forgive it. Like Piastri that's in the last race, right? He was on for some really, really good points. That's when you don't want them to crash it. unfortunately. Lines are a bit off around Monaco, but it looks fairly realistic. I like it. So Vettel is already over the line. It's a fairly good time. He's ahead of Ricciardo anyway. Piastri goes a provisional P2, 2 tenths behind Norris. Nicely ahead of Sainz and Russell. We said there was one place that if Piastri could shine, this would be it. And do you know what? I'm comfortable with Piastri to go again on the used set. Again, Vettel, we're going to have to put a new set on. He's not helping himself. He's really not. I can't remember how many years Vettel has on his contract with Aston Martin. I presume this is the last year, so it'd be fairly easy to get rid of him at the end. But you know, he's almost brought home some really good points for the team as well. So let's give him a full season, and once he starts to get a car that is a bit more competitive, let's see. I'm not putting judgment on him yet, but in qualifying, he's definitely not the one at the moment. But maybe he'll prove me wrong on this second run. Let's wait and see. Right, here we go then. Let's go on board with Seb for this second lap. Slightly sped up around the streets of Monaco. He's currently safely into Q2, but I think he's going to need a fairly big improvement. Piastri's time is really competitive. I think we're going to see some big improvements here. I mean, Sainz, Russell should definitely be going quicker. Russell, Hamilton. But he's still looking pretty good. Seb, again, he never improves in the first sector on his second run. Sack him for Alonso. I mean, he's arguably a better former world champion, but I don't mind when we got one in the team. Welcome, Dan, by the way. Hope you're having a good evening. I don't mind when you already have a really experienced world champion in the team. Vettel crosses the line. Oh, he goes up to 9th. Much better, lad. Piastri improved slightly, but it was already a very good lap. That's a good improvement from Seb.
Okay, and all the way to 0. All the way to 0.
Oh my god, the improvement, the track evolution. This is like F1 22. Vettel's out just like that. Piastri's only just through, to be fair. Well, that's a head distractor for sure. I don't mind when you have a
so use the pit limiter.
A world champion in the team. The problem I would have... Oh god, his car setup's horrific. Oh, we can't even change it now. Oh, what can we... I don't even know. Let's put a bunch front wing in. Right. Sure, it'll be fine. Yeah, the issue is, for me, is when you have to bring one into the team. Like, the cost of hiring Alonso has got to be a lot, right? And he could retire after one season. Oh, yeah, man. So I've just started my second season with McLaren. And completely agree. It's a crazy grid. I mean, the performance is still fairly similar, but I feel there weren't many regulation changes, so I kind of expected that. But, yeah, the driving moves are mad. Like, Vettel is at AlphaTauri, along with Albon. Gasly's at Alpine. Alfa Romeo is now Bottas and Alonso. Can't remember Williams, but yeah, it makes some big moves, which I like. You know, shakes up the grid a lot. And I'm just hoping that the first big regulation change really shakes up the order, because that's also what I'm not noticing Season 2. But again, there were no regulation changes, so that's probably fair enough. I know some seasons there could be some massive regulation changes, so we'll have to wait for those. Right, Piastri starting his lap then. The sole hope, and we've completely screwed up his setup, which maybe explains why he ended up so badly down the field in Q1, despite looking really good early on. Hopefully those front wing changes have tweaked it a bit better. I'm not really holding my breath, because there's not much you can do with a front wing when you can't see what the ratings are on the setup. He's across the line for the first time then. It's going to be terrible because his comparisons of Vettel and Leclerc, and he's 1.5 seconds off. So we'll wait for everybody else to put in their first efforts. Bottas 7 tenths ahead. We're ahead of Ocon, but that's a buggered up lap from Ocon. Alonso again not getting good lapping. Just behind Joe and Norris. Okay, we've got a chance. If we can... What's the setup? 65. Does that suggest we've moved the right direction? Maybe we go all the way on the front wing then. I guess. We've got a chance of getting through. I'm not holding my breath, but we've got a chance. You've got Bottas Alonso as Alpha as well. And Vettel at Alpha Tauri. I can't remember Haas and Renault? Do you mean Alpine? I keep saying that with teams, mate. I wouldn't worry. Oh, shit, we're supposed to go. It's weird that we got the same moves then. Because that's a bit worrying if they're, like, predetermined. I've got a feeling Haas and Alpine. So Alpine for me was Ocon and Gasly. Haas I can't remember, but I feel like it was weird as well. But yeah, I mean the good thing is they move about, which is nice. I haven't seen any teams bring in F2 drivers yet, but hopefully they will start doing that. Or at least reserves. Piastri is improving. He's going to need a big improvement, I'd feel, to get through. Green in Sector 2 as well. Come on, Oscar. You've caused us a lot of damage and a lot of money so far this season. Let's get ourselves through to Q3. Across the line. Oh, he improves not enough. P11, and we still got everybody else to come in. Oh, he's gonna be 14th on the grid. So much for those Monaco specific upgrades in that chassis. Yeah, Ocon and Gasly Alpine as well. Mick went to Aston with Stroll. I'll double check at some point for you, Dan. I've got a feeling that's the same as well. Mick definitely wasn't at Haas anymore. That's very disappointing. I'm gonna have to check some YouTube videos and some streams now to see what Season 2 everyone else gets. Because if it's the same for everybody, that sucks.
And you can't get much more excitement than this on race day. It's the Monaco Grand Prix.
Right. I don't think the Brawn Hat has brought enough luck. The car setup's gone the other way now, so we're definitely going to have to move that. So let's try it. So it was at 8 to begin with. We went up to 9 and it went up 1%. Let's just go back the other way. Let's go to 7. Why not? What have we got? We've got 1 set of softs, 2 sets of mediums, 1 set of hard. Exactly the same for 7. Okay. Now, it is possible to overtake round here. it's definitely not as impossible as it is in real life. So we'll knock up a couple of strategies. Obviously start with the tried and trusted one stop, where we can't really push very much, but it'll be okay. Then we'll try maybe a soft, medium, medium, which is kind of my favoured strategy at the moment. Maybe the other way around. Maybe medium, medium, soft. Again, you can't really push a huge amount. There's not a huge amount of flexibility in that either. So maybe it's going to have to be medium, medium hard. Okay, the game thinks that's the best choice as well. Probably because we're pushing. We have to rely on them overtaking here, but we need to go aggressive. We're outside of... might be Season 2 stuff. Takes a while to shake out. Maybe, but still, Season 1 shouldn't be predetermined, right? Really? Oscar's a little further up the grid, so I feel like we're going to try the other strategy, but in reverse. So we're going to go soft, medium, medium. Just really see if we can make some progress early on. Or what we could do. Get as far up as we can and then whack on the hard tyres at the end. Sounds like madness for Monaco. A 2-stop, but I just feel it's similar to Williams' strategy right at the moment. That in real life you've got to try something different when you haven't got the performance, and I don't think we got the performance of the one stop. I love, by the way, if you catch it, the safety car has like octagonal tyres until they load in properly. Great popping. It's Piastri's helmet. Unfortunately, no face.
They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium.
Right, Monaco, baby. Again, Seb's in Piastri's car.
It's time for one of the most exciting races in the world. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. It's lights out.
Monaco Grand Prix underway. Then we'll go on board with Oscar Piastri as he looks to make a move into turn 1. They go 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. And he gets the jump on Zhou then. So that's 1 place up already as he heads up the hill. And we're almost at a standstill. Someone had a crash, or are they just trying to sort themselves out? Just trying to sort themselves out. Vettel is still back in 17th.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
That's 1 place for Piastri. That's good. Head on down to the hairpin for the first time. All very well behaved through that. And a pretty slow start. We've got Norris ahead on hard tyres, so we need to dispatch him into turn 1 here, hopefully, to be able to make some progress on these tyres. He's going to look to the outside into turn 1. Switches back. He was actually selling the dummy on Lando Norris. He's alongside up the hill. That should be job done. No, he's backed out of it. Oh no, that was Vettel we were on board. No, it was Piastri. No, he didn't get past Norris and he almost got overtaken by Zhou. Brilliant. Okay. How early do we think we we just wrap up this season and move on to next year's car? As this strategy already has not made the progress it needs to. Your Piastri has a different lid to mine. Yeah, so the interesting thing, so when drivers move to another team, they get a helmet that is the same colour scheme as the car, or a similar one. So for instance, if you look at Gasly after he's moved to Alpine, he won't have Gasly's helmet anymore, he'll have an Alpine themed one, which I kind of like. So it makes it adds a bit of visual change to the moving as well. Right, great move, Oscar. It's exactly what we needed. Because Norris on those hard tyres, we're going to do us in. Similar with Magnussen, he's on the hard tyres, a bit of a gap to, ahead of him. Then we're through to similar tyre runners. So, yeah, we need to get past Magnussen as soon as we can. Turn 1's sort of the only overtaking place here. So we'll give him a boost of overtake out the final corner.
Use overtake. Lovely.
Around the outside. Gets close off the corner, close off the corner. Good lad.
You're doing a good job.
Great job. Exactly what we needed. For Vettel trying to get past the other Haas of Mick Schumacher. His young protege. Maybe being a bit too kind there. Stuck behind for another lap, so
We just need to charge up.
just going to move back a bit with Vettel. Charge up, and then we'll have a go the next lap. Piastri's already onto the back of Gasly and Ocon. The gap is developing ahead of these two, so these are the two we need to clear, really, to make this work. Harvesting's so weird on this game. It takes so long, and then sometimes you're on neutral and you just gain like 30% in one corner for no reason. It's very irritating. Probably need to back Piastri up off that fuel. Same with Vettel. Alright, Piastri actually a little detached here. Which is not good. Maybe we do need to really use these soft tyres. I just don't think we've got the pace. Also, Piastri... I thought you could change the front wing angle at the stop. Well, that's really annoying because the pit crew have a value for changing front wing angle. But apparently I can't see a setup. Don't like driving Paul Ricard and somehow don't enjoy managing Paul Ricard. I'm with you there, Liam. Paul Ricard's just a nightmare in general. However you choose to visit it. Okay, we're breaking away a little bit here from Magnussen. Vettel's kind of stuck, which is not good for his strategy. Let's have a couple of laps of attack. And we'll use the overtake once he gets round to the final corner. Because he really needs to clear Mick on this strategy. Considering we're going to be stopping one more time. I want Gasly to get a good result though. Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like you can blast through these races, but you're never going to get the optimal result out of it. You kind of have to micromanage it. Which is really fun when you're going for like a really good result. Right, Vettel's passed. Good job. But when you're like battling for 15th and 16th, it's like, can I be bothered to try to go to 16 times and wait for the car to get better? But yeah, there's definitely a lot of micromanaging needed. Right, so Piastri is holding on nicely, but to be honest, we need him ahead of these guys, but you know, I don't think it's going to happen. Piastri, we put on the strategy where we've got the hards. We can go as long as we want with the hards at the end, because we can always turn the pace down. So what we need to start thinking about is clean air. So if we're going to the mediums, 22.5 seconds. Right, so we want to clear Ricardo and the Williams, really. So yeah, at the moment we need 40 seconds. Maybe just the Williams. I don't know why Ricardo's struggling so much. He's on the hard tyres. But we definitely want to undercut Ocon and Gasly. Gasly's also got the soft tyres, so we're going to have to go really early if we want to undercut him. So we need to clear Albon. That's the minimum, really. We need to get a pit stop ahead of Albon. Absolutely blast the couple of outlaps and get ahead of these two. Then we got a chance this afternoon. Vettel, I don't know. I mean, he's past Mick now. Is he catching Zhou? Very slowly. He was a little bit quicker than most of those last time round, but he might get there by the end of the stint. We'll see. We'll just leave him saving the fuel for the moment, and aggressive is fine for his strategy, as we save the tyres a bit towards the beginning. Yeah, Paul is rubbish. Yeah, I don't like it in any sense, driving it, managing it. I think I had quite a good race there, though, to be honest. In the McLaren one. But, yeah, nobody needs that track. Okay, Vettel's actually falling away from those guys in front, but that's not... Well, we could try a couple of laps of attack and see what it does. Right, what's the gap? It's 22. Do we think we can blast past Ricardo? When's Gasly going to be pitting realistically? He's not going as hard on the tyres, so Gasly probably in about 5-6 laps. We want at least a 3-lap undercut on him, so we need to go the next lap or two. So we'll give it a couple to see if he can pull a gap on Ricardo. That's the gap we need, really, because there's a big gap in front of him now. It's at 20 seconds, one more lap, and I think we'll be there. It's at 19 now. Okay, I think we're just going to have to trust in being able to overtake him. Because we cannot risk with our strategy being behind these guys. We have to undercut. And Gasly's going to come in probably in the next 4 or 5 laps. Vettel's getting there, now we're attacking. He hasn't got as much flexibility with his strategy, but he's got a bit more. Well, he has got some, so let's stay on the attack and see if we can get him onto the back of Norris and Joe. Because that will help us. Right. Piastri in.
Hey, firm.
We're going aggressive again. Please don't bin the car, buddy. It's hardly surprising, really. It's his first season in F1, and we're not been the kindest team manager to it. We're not going, you know, take it easy, bud. Just get used to the car, get used to Formula 1. We're just going attack every lap. We want maximum pace. It's the Franz Tost approach of AlphaTauri. Right, has he cleared Ricardo? Yes, good job, lad. Perfect. Right, bit of fuel. Use overtake for a lap. Let's make sure we clear him. There's a nice gap in front of Ocon. That's the clean air we want. Try and get onto the back of these three. Yeah, the tyres are overheating. Don't worry, the game's broken. The simulation's broken. You don't have to worry about that. Vettel continuing to catch them. So let's put a bit of speed in until we get to a pit stop from Ocon. Is it Ocon that's on the softs? No, it's Gasly we're looking at, isn't it? Sorry. So we need to clear Gasly and comfortably. That's what I mean. I feel like the regen's better on overtake than it is anything else. As soon as you put it on harvest, it's like, nah, I'm not giving you any energy back. Right, probably should go to neutral now, though. Vettel's nearly there. Piastri is the fastest man on track, fast lap of the race. 1:15.4 plays, 1:16.9, 1:16.8. This undercut's going beautifully at the moment. He is about to hit the traffic of Mick Schumacher and Tsunoda, though. That's the only worry. Vettel is almost into DRS, so we can back him down a bit in a minute. And Piastri... Yeah, this traffic's going to be a problem. This was the risk with this. Right, save a bit of fuel while he's in that. Let's harvest for a lap. Because I feel like we can afford to wait a lap. Let's use a little bit of fuel with Seb just to make sure we get into this DRS on this lap. There we go, nicely in. Right, let's dial it back. Good job, Seb. Yeah, not necessarily going to get points, but you're in some kind of battle. Right, Piastri. We're going to need to really try and engineer a way past it. Or this is going to kill the overcut. Come on. Come on, Oscar. Plays the dummy on Tsunoda. Late on the brakes. Overtake up the hill. He's got him. Got one. Good job, buddy. Good job. Turn it back down. We'll get the other next lap.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
He's doing the business again, is Oscar. He's doing everything we're asking of him to get this strategy to work. Hello. I'm trying to work out. I can just see you. I know it's an LLR thing. Is it Pereira? I can't remember, buddy. Your name's Kama Sutra on YouTube.
Come on. Yep.
That was a very impatient radio message. To be fair, we need him to clear him now. It's Pereira. Yeah, thought so. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome along. Yeah. We're facing Monaco, our second and final race of the evening. With Aston Martin, Piastri alongside Seb Vettel. We are going super aggressive on strategy. We're not sure this is going to work out. Long time indeed, yeah, man. It's a shame with LLR, man. There's some great races, but
to let these tires cool a bit.
nah, we don't. Hopefully we can all like get into another league or just like maybe a one-off endurance event or something soon. But hope you're doing well. Welcome all to the stream. Thanks for popping by. We're on a bit of a motorsport manager, F1 manager binge at the moment. Can't really get enough of this game at the moment, despite its thousands of bugs. But it makes some good entertainment. Or making you want to pull your hair out. It's a mixture of the two most of the time. I'm surprised we haven't had Gasly in yet, which worries me a bit. But he's going to try and one stop. I thought the guys on the softs were nailed into a 2, so I think we're going to have to really do this the hard way today. And it's making points seem like a pipe dream at the moment. Good news, McLaren, Haas and Williams don't look likely to score today, so it's not the end of the world. Oscar's got an outside chance. He's done everything he needs to with the strategy. Clearing Mick and Sonoda was key. Key to the strategy. Because once everyone makes their first stop, and if that is their only stop, we're going to have a lot of clear air ahead of Ocon to try and pull away from them. Right, we need to harvest over a lap, I'm afraid. Vettel's good with the fuel at the moment. Let's pull the undercut with Vettel, try and get him ahead of these two. We might have left it a bit late for that, but I completely forgot about him, as I have done most of this season. Until Piastri crashes, Piastri is my main focus, because Vettel's really been struggling, to be honest. Apart from Miami. He was decent in Miami. Until I made him run out of fuel. Then he wasn't so decent. Right, box. We need to jump these two. Good stop, 2.8. Back out we go. I didn't actually check. Hopefully he beats out Ricciardo. He does, good. Right. Super aggressive. Overtake. See what you got, Seb. Let's try and clear these two. This is going to be a race of undercut. Then the final stint, we're going to have a lot of overtaking to do. But hopefully we're far enough up the grid then that it'll be for points. But I think the AI are just being super conservative, considering they don't often take the soft tyres into the 40s or the 30s. So they're clearly doing a one-stop and trying to protect the tyres, which could play into our hands later on, as long as we can clear the traffic when we get to it. As I say, Turn 1 seems to be a decent overtaking place in this game. It's definitely not as difficult as it is in real life, which is good news for us today. And again, why I wanted to go an aggressive strategy and not just park the bus. Because you park the bus in this game and it doesn't quite work, because the AI can get past you pretty easily. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Seb with a nice little fastest lap. Needs to back off on his fuel a little now. We'll keep attacking on the tyres. But that's comfortably an undercut on Sonoda and Schumacher. 2 seconds faster that time around.
Energy's good.
Piastri needs to pick up the pace a little bit here.
Do what you can.
He's losing a little bit back to Gasly and Ocon. So we need to use this tyre a bit more. They're definitely one-stopping, so there's no point conserving. We need to get up and through this traffic. At least we might have the fastest lap this race. We won't get a point for it if we're not in the top 10, but at least we can deny it from Verstappen or Leclerc, who normally get it. We should have taken the fastest lap bonus after all. As Piastri picks up his pace. Yes, he's back into the 16s. Really bad lap for Gasly. 1:19.1. So hopefully we should clear them whenever they stop, which should be any minute now, I would have thought. It's really tough to see how this race is going to go until we start seeing some pit stops. The main thing is clear air here. If Piastri comes back out in clean air after Ocon and everybody pits, then we're in good shape. If, for instance, we're stuck in... I mean... Oh, that's stuck on leader again. There we go. If we're up to these two now, which is a bit of a danger, they'll be able to pull us along, but we'll also be stuck again. So we'll have to see. Piastri's still got plenty of energy. This is what I mean. I think overtake is supposed to be harvest or something. It's very backwards. Or they don't use overtake as much if it's if they're not behind a car, I guess. Maybe they dump more of it if right. That's Leclerc pitting. Gasly's in the pits. This is the crucial moment then. Into the box he goes. Piastri is already out of the final corner. A massive undercut. Just what we needed. Gasly goes onto the hard tyres, so he's definitely going to be pitting against. We need to try and gap him now. What is the blue bar in the ERS section? So that's how many... Good question. I presume one of those is how many you can use a lap. And the other one is how much you regen that lap. Oh, so this bar's going up because they've used it. It's a really good question. I genuinely don't know. Max energy stored. So you can only... Right, so you can only store 2 is it megajoules a lap, and you can use all 4. Okay, interesting. So maybe there is a smarter way to do this, but talking of that, we need to go back to neutral. Piastri is on the back of Zhou and Norris now. He's 17 seconds clear of Gasly. This is good news, boys. Because even if we've got to stop again... Oh no, 11. Well, that's burst our bubble a bit. Yeah, so you can obviously deploy the full 4 in a lap, I presume. I don't even know if 4 is what you can have in the tank, but you can only recharge 2 per lap. Alright, come on, Seb. We need to get past Sonoda here. Now, the crucial thing here is it's the traffic problem again. We need to get past these two. Same with Seb, really. We need to clear this traffic. Once again, regen nothing. It's Zhou, so Zhou. Wang Yizhou has got DRS on Norris, which doesn't help. We might have to just be patient here until they pit, which should be soon, unless they're on the hard. Yeah, that's not good news. Right, Sonoda's out the way. That's at least a good thing.
Pitting this lap.
So hopefully Mick can do his favourite German a favour. I don't know how we're going to get past these two. It's going to be tricky. Just need to harvest as much as possible, but it's just so slow. That makes a bit more sense if you can only do 2 a lap, but at the same time I feel like it doesn't do 2 a lap. I guess, so there's the first bit of recharge. Oh, shoot, I probably should have tried to get past Mick there, my bad.
Okay, happy to lift and coast.
There's the rest of the recharge.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can only do so much. I guess that makes sense. Right, Gazzy's catching us now. This is not good news. We need to get past these guys. And we can't recharge any more this lap. This will be quite interesting as to where Bottas and Alonso are. Don't think we're going to clear them, unfortunately. We can't hold on to the back of them because we've got Norris and Zhou in the way. Right, let's have one more lap of recharge, then we'll give it everything. If not, I guess we'll have to undercut these two to make sure we're not stuck in traffic again. And then but that means we're going to have to try and catch Gasly. Oh, I keep forgetting about Seb. Yeah, we got a lapped Williams. I presume that's Latifi. Go Tifi, what a surprise. Is he going to hold us up as well? Brilliant. Real useful, mate. I know it's hard to let cars out the way at Monaco, but any time now. Out the way. Oh dear. Right, Piastri. They're on the back of Alonso now. This is going to make it even tougher. We've got to try though. Oh, Zhou's pitted. That's good news. Let's not forget again with Seb. Come on. It's going to be late. It's going to be very late. Give each other room, which is good to see.
That's it.
We should have got that done a lot earlier if I'd thought about it. I just kept focusing on Piastri. But he's through. Can start making a bit of progress now.
Great play there. They've moved up a place.
Right, what we really need is Norris out the way because we need to stick with Alonso. He's going to be a lot quicker than Gasly. And we might, holding on to the back of him, we might actually be able to gap Gasly behind. Are we still gapping him? We are a bit, you know. So maybe we are fairly comfortable here for the minute.
Yeah, take it easy.
Right, Vettel, we can back up on the fuel.
So Sebastian, we are all okay on fuel. All okay on fuel. So you can do what you want.
Seb's a weird one at the moment. Like we can go onto the hard tyres pretty much at any point. And we can look after him if we need him to, but we need him to go as deep in as possible into the race, I guess, to get rid of as much traffic that he might have to overtake. It's looking outside shot points, boys, not gonna lie. When we had a really bad quali, it started to become very clear that the car was not going to be strong here. Ocon pits and comes back out behind us, which is good news. Him and Gasly want to start fighting. That would be great right about now. We are losing time again with Piastri. Okay, we kind of need to get on with it. We can't wait around. Norris pits this lap, that would be ideal. Ocon and Gasly are fighting, which is good. Come on, with the overtake. No, dummy. He just backs out of it. Maybe up the hill? I've not seen it up the hill before. Oh, no, closes the door. Down the hill? He's definitely not going to do it down the hill. No. Okay, we'll have to wait another lap. I don't know, this could go multiple ways at the moment right now. We're sort of on a knife's edge as to whether this strategy is going to work. Ocon and Gasly are fighting, which helps us, but Norris being stuck here does not. We need him to either pit or we need to get past him. We're going to have to get past him. Come on. Second attempt at it, Oscar. Yes, easy. Easy. Ish.
This is good.
That's what we're talking about, Oscar. Come on. Let's get after Alonso. We need to be on the back of him now.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Right, that's good stuff. Can he get onto Alonso? We might need a little bit of deploy or something to get there.
Use energy.
Yep.
Oh, go on. Is DRS open? No, but we're kind of in the range. So I think we're okay. We're going to have to pit shortly, which doesn't help us. Norris and Joe, I think, killed this strategy. If we'd had clean air, we could have been 15 or so seconds ahead of Ocon and Gasly at this point. As it is, I mean, Vettel's pitting. Yeah, we're just going to have to chase them down at this point. Essentially. Which I wanted to be 4 or 5 seconds, not 10, as it's probably going to be. Alright, we'll do one more lap. And we'll bring it in this time then. Another set of mediums. What did we start? We started with softs, didn't we? No, I think that's too many for the mediums. I think we're going to have to go with the hards, especially if we're attacking on them.
Box, box.
Right, Vettel's making some progress now. Onto the back of Ocon and Gasly. I presume they've got hard tyres on. Yeah, so they're going to be going to the end. Yeah, it's all going to be about traffic and whether we can overtake them. Whether we can actually use the speed on these final sets with Vettel and Piastri. Right, in he comes. Ideal world here, we get out ahead of Mick. On they go. Yeah, we're going to comfortably clear Mick, so that's good. Piastri back out of the pits, just behind Vettel. And tyre life's good to push to the end. We do need to kind of look at the fuel situation though.
Save fuel.
Although again, we've got 1 less kilogram than Vettel, and Vettel's absolutely fine apparently. Right, we're both clean out. We just need to push a bit now and just see what the pace is like. We could well be 13th and 14th. To be honest, I think we'll definitely jump Norris because he's got to make a stop. Magnussen's still got to make a stop. And we should clear him. So at the moment it's looking like 11th and 12th. Which is kind of well done, but you may as well not have been here. With that kind of performance. To be fair, Vettel's still got a pit, so he might be even further back. It's not the Monaco we were hoping for. To be honest, we thought this might be the one where we could spring a surprise, and you know, there's not been a safety car, there's not been a single yellow yet, which is very surprising. There's definitely no rain forecast. Piastri's pace is really bad on these hard tyres. 15s. Well, he's a bit quicker than Ocon and Gasly, but not by much. Has Vettel's still got his set of softs, hasn't he? But Piastri didn't take them very far. I'm sure this is what you need. You don't want the current. I want each tyre stint. I'll probably do it by this. When did he pit? In laps. He did 14 on the softs. .64. I don't think Vettel's going to 64, especially if they're going so hard on the tyres. So it's going to have to be hard for Vettel's last stop. But at least they'll be a bit fresher than everybody else's. Again, we're going to have Mick and Zhou in the way, though. They're the two cars we again really needs to get ahead of here. There we go. Might as well keep pushing because we are gapping them, so we might as well take the mediums as long as they'll go. Right. We're not wearing a Ferrari top the next race. I thought it would bring me opposite luck today, just in one of those weird situations, but it's not. It's brought us incredibly bad luck. Which, I guess, who could have predicted that? I guess I was tempting fate. Not even the prawn hat could offset that. I don't really want Vettel to lose any time here. But I don't want Piastri to lose time. I mean, Piastri's... his pace, he's catching Ocon and Gasly very quickly. We might be okay here. I might be getting a bit too dramatic too early. Vettel's got a good few laps left, so I feel like we've got to. They're on different strategies. Need to let him go, Seb. Good lad. Good lad. We had to do it. See if you can go with him.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
He can't go with him. To be fair, his tyres are... he's getting there.
All okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed.
Copy.
We're going to have to overtake Schumacher and Zhou, which would be fine if they were on their own. But they're not. They're right next to each other, so it's Seb's going to have to show some masterful overtaking here. Piastri continuing to eat into Ocon and Gasly's lead. What are the tyres like? We're similar to Ocon and Gasly, so we kind of want to attack until we get there. And then look after the tyres towards the end. Until the end, and then go attack again. Because Norris has still got a pit. Magnussen's still got a pit. So that's the battle. If we can get Ocon and Gasly, we got points. Vettel's still increasing the gap. Tyres still okay to the end, because remember we made this strategy with it being set to attack, so if we attack all the way to the end, that's where we'll be. So no problem there. 17 seconds now. Oh, come on, Seb. You can have one more lap at it. I don't think he's going to find 5 seconds in a lap somehow, but you're going to be boxing this lap then. Onto that set of hard tyres. Yeah, 28 on softs is not going to be possible. Piastri's nearly there. He's nearly there. Oh. Williams. I swear that Alfa Romeo just went through a barrier. That's helped us massively. Right, aggressive.
Yeah, take it easy.
Copy.
Actually, this might be our best opportunity while he's not in the slipstream.
Do everything you can, mate.
Yeah.
Come on. Go on, Oscar.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Go on. Send it. You bastard. Not going to do that up the hill. No. Okay, maybe next lap though. If Gasly's that Williams actually helped us for a change. Is he going to clear him here? Yes, the AI glitch.
This is good. Come on.
Come on, Seb. Go, go, go. He's waiting for you. What a gentleman Zhou Guan Yu is. Thank you very much, sir. Don't mind if we do. That helps us a great deal.
Lift and coast will help.
Copy.
Actually, we've got so much tyre life. He's just full attack to the end now.
Copy that.
Right, we need to get past past Gasly before Magnussen's in. Let's see if he stops this lap. Before Gasly gets back into the slipstream of Ocon.
So we're happy to let these tyres cool a bit.
Copy.
Come on. Come on. Throw him the dummy, that's it. Inside. The graphics look so janky with overtakes. It's like you know halfway down the straight if they're going to go for the move or not, because you kind of like memorise the animations. You just know he's not going to make it. Magnussen comes out behind, that's good news. Norris comes out ahead of Vettel, unfortunately. Behind Norris, should I say. He's just had to let second Red Bull, isn't it? Perez through. So yeah, the strategy not really working for Vettel, but we'll see what kind of pace he's got. Maybe he can catch Norris and Magnussen towards the end, but this is kind of where our full focus needs to be. Alright. I'll give you one more go with overtake, then we're going to have to recharge for a lap. Oh, the dummy. The dummy from Piastri. He sends it. Has he got anything up the hill? We're out of deploy, so probably not. Okay. This is for a World Championship point, though. And we can see 2 of them down the road. I got far too down far too early. There's every chance of a good result out of this for Piastri, as long as he doesn't stack it again. I'm a bit worried that we're attacking with him again, but I feel like it's the only way we're going to get these 2 cars. They're quicker cars outright. Gasly's getting closer to Alonso. This is not good. It's going to have to be next lap if it's going to be any of them. Let's use that bit of fuel on... We're about midway through the lap. Why did he just... Oh, bloody traffic. Well, that could shake things up. It could even potentially bring the likes of Russell and Alonso back towards us if it catches them wrong. So this might not be a bad thing. We'll see. There we go, Gasly's moved over. Might be our best chance here. Overtake out the final corner. Get it done this time, lad. Come on. There's the dummy. Sold him. Sticks it. And he's got some ERS this time. Up the hill. Don't back out. Don't back out. We need I think we need to maybe transfer Piastri's development points. We have been putting them into smoothness to help retire wear. We're gonna have to go for overtaking, I think, because I don't think his stats are that low, but he's backing out of a lot and it's hurting. And now Gasly's into the toe of Ocon, so this is going to be a bit tricky to the end now. So we're going to save fuel, get back in the green. We're going to save a bit of tyre as long as we can hang on, and we're going to harvest up as close to 100% as we can. Because we're going to have to attack in the last 5 or 10 laps here, really. I can't see us getting both of these guys, and there's no point wasting the fuel and the tyres and the ERS at this stage. Vettel's pulling away from Joe. He's catching Norris and Magnussen, but slowly. So it's probably going to be 14th. So yeah, we're maybe falling off a bit too much here. Cannot lose that DRS. Back up to 75, that's fine. Oh, we're already right up to the back of them, that's fine. Let's have one crack at it, just because I'm interested. We've still got plenty of time to harvest back up for the end of the race. Yeah, we just don't have any chance while he's in the DRS of Ocon. We're just going to have to leave it to the gods. Towards the end. Who have we got coming up behind us though? Is that Carlos Sainz pitted. So is Perez. Maybe it was Verstappen that was coming through to lap. So we've got a couple more chances here. We've just got to keep our eyes on it. So maybe let's go on board with Sainz, so we can see when he catches us. And then we've got a couple of opportunities to pounce. It's just going to be luck here as to where we let him through.
Okay, energy's good.
Copy.
Get the tyres down now.
Yeah.
There we go, that's... Oh, Oscar. That's like the worst way you could have done it. Oh, it might give us an opportunity. If we can maybe stick with Sainz? Which we are doing, to be fair. Vettel is at 12.2 to Norris. 7 seconds back to Zhou, so not really looking too good there. This could work, could work. Oh, that was indecisive. That's good news. Follow him through, follow him through. Once again, Leclerc just classes a barrier. Bits of a graphical issue there. This is the best chance we've had on Gasly. He's out of DRS. Hopefully he's out of DRS on Sainz. Come on. Chuck it, chuck it, chuck it. No, he's going to back out.
Save fuel.
I'm starting to get the frustration in Monaco. Overtaking was fairly easy earlier in the race, but now it's really starting to get frustrating, and this must be some of the frustration that's felt by team principals on the wall when your drivers just can't find a way past. Let's push again. I think Ocon's probably out of reach now. Well, it depends how much pace we've got once, if and when we clear Gasly. Come on. Come on, Oscar. We need this. You need this. There we go. Why don't you do that before? You pick the right line, commit to it. Easy.
Good job.
Oh, not time 16. There we go. I know, Pereira, right? Oh, that was much more Monaco-like, though, I guess. Alright, I'm not too worried about breaking the toe to Gasly. I don't think we can have the pace to do that, as long as we can close on Ocon. Actually, we have got the pace to clear Gasly. That makes it even more frustrating. It took so long to get by him. Right, Ocon's got the toe off Sainz. So we're going to have to wait till that toe's broken. We're going to have Perez coming through. So we kind of want to get this move done before Perez gets there. We need to save a bit of fuel anyway. Oh god, if Ocon holds on to the back of Sainz here, I'm going to be pissed. It's a game-breaking bug already, but when you're not using it to your advantage and it's helping your competition, it's even worse. There's no way Ocon should be able to hold on to the back of him here. But no, apparently with DRS and everything, not even DRS, just the slipstream, he's fine. Is DRS open again? Oh, it wasn't. Right. So next lap we got an opportunity. Right. Come on, Oscar. You rehearse the move with Pierre. You know how to do it. Let's get it right. Get a couple of points on the board. You deserve it. Well, I'm not sure you completely deserve it after this season, to be honest, but so far. All the front wings you've cost us. At least it will pay us back a bit. Right, let's use a bit of fuel. Let's get that overtake on. Nice. Oh, you're kidding me. Who's Ocon behind now? If he opens DRS now... Oh, for God's sake. Who's that? It's Ricardo, isn't it? Right, we're going to have to harvest for a lap again. Oh, good. This is what I mean. You can use the 4 and 8 times, but to get the best results, you've got to micromanage, which means you basically got to do the races in real time. Which I love it, but it takes so long. We've still got 11 laps to go of this race. Can he get close enough? We need to be in like 3 or 4 attempts.
No saving required.
Copy.
Rears are hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, rears are a bit of a concern at the moment, but we need to clear Ocon. We're not close enough, so we're going to have to wait another lap. Might save some tyres this lap as well, because that DRS has got us nice and close. We pulled away from Gasly so quickly. It just shows you how overpowered the slipstream is. Because he was glued to the back of Ocon. Right.
Do everything you can, mate.
Copy.
This is the moment he crashes. Exactly, Liam. It's easy, right? Just drive faster, for God's sake. Right, it's the closest he's been. Switched to overtake early.
Copy.
Nice and out on the brakes. Lovely. Lovely, Oscar. Come on. He moves to the inside. Dummy. Yes. Yes. Oh, he's going to back out, isn't he? He's not far enough alongside. Oh. We're back in this old game. Alright, another lap. Vettel's within 8 of Norris. We've not really got any more tools to throw at him. He's sort of safe on fuel and we're already attacking on tyres, so if he catches him, he catches him. But this is for the points. This is what matters. I don't think he's close enough. We're going to have a go. No. Okay. We're just going to have to charge for a few laps. Make sure we've got close to 100%. Then we can have a run at him for the last 4 or 5. I feel like we've easily got the pace to stick with him. So it's not as if we're going to drop off him. To be honest, I'd just be happy with a point with Oscar at this point, but we've got the opportunity to go for 2, so we've got to go for it. He's nearly dropped out though, so we are going to have to push on the tyres a bit more. Right, closing up. Wait for that bar to... I'm so glad you pointed out those 2 bars per hour. I mean, I looked at them, but I just never even bothered to look. So there's no point being on harvest once that bar's full. So now we switch it back to neutral. Right, use the fuel. Come on. Don't think he's going to be close enough. Or maybe. Leaves the door open. Oh, he's just going to back out again. Have some balls up the hill, Oscar. Come on.
Save fuel.
Oh, I'm a little worried on the tyres as well.
Copy.
There's still a long way to go in this race. Well, I think we're just gonna have to not settle for 10th, but I think we're gonna have to conserve for a good few laps to then have a run at him. Just make sure Gasly doesn't get back into DRS. We can have maybe 1 or 2 laps like this. Oh, Gasly's catching really quickly. That's the problem.
Push a bit more.
Copy.
think that was probably too much. I think dropping that DRS might have killed us. But I think the tyres have already killed us already. We should have just settled. We should have just settled. We got the pace over Gasly. I feel like we're fine for 10th. Tyres are not good. For reference, when they get to 30%, we're going to start losing serious pace. So we want to keep them above that till the last lap, really. Oh, Gasly's... Oh, it's traffic. Oh, don't fuck me here. Don't fuck me here, Shoal. Might as well go to standard while that gap's there. Serve a little fuel. I'm not running out again when we're in a points paying position. Oh, I didn't focus. That's good. And he might help us with Ocon, actually. You never know. So let's just chill. Let's just chill and see if Ocon gets fucked by Leclerc. What I mean by that is the AI mucks up, not, you know. Oh, fantastic. Didn't see the other Ferrari. Oh, God's sake.
We can push more.
How is Magnussen now in this train? We've now lost 6 seconds to Ocon thanks to the 2 Ferraris. How have 2 Ferraris passed us? I'm confused. Oh, was it Perez the first one? It was Perez, wasn't it? Okay. Okay, it's just about holding on to this point now. Right, 2 to go. Where's the leader? There. So yeah, we got 2 full laps to go. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to this. Because he couldn't get that move done on Ocon. We had to get it done early. I knew we did because we need to save tyres, but we couldn't. The better play probably would have been to just back off. Is that Ocon? No, it's another back marker getting screwed. I can't risk it on that little fuel. We can't really turn up. I feel we can't go to attack because if we hit 30 on the last lap, it's going to... But I feel like we just need to defend here. If we can defend here, I can't see where else he'll pass us. Yes! Get Williams. Right, we need to make sure the tyres last. We need to make sure everything lasts. Oh, we've had to fight so hard for the last 3 hours. And I think we're going to come away with 2 championship points. 1 for Vettel, 1 for Piastri. It's not much, but in the standing of Aston Martin, where the car is, it's actually huge for our season. Because this is going to move us above Haas. We're already ahead of Williams, and it will bring us closer to McLaren, who are also really struggling. We only need 8th in the championship by the end. So it's a big race for us. Why would you... of Monaco of all places, why would you tell Oscar that he's... who won the race when he's still trying to defend?
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
Well, he should be fine defending out of the final corner. It's a point for Oscar. It's a point at Monaco. We'll take it. We will absolutely take it. It should have been 2. Vettel, I mean, we should have split the strategies. We should have tried a one-stop with Vettel. We didn't, and that hurt him. He got stuck in too much traffic, couldn't make the progress when he needed to. But Oscar Piastri, his first point in Formula 1, will absolutely take that. And gives us 2 World Championship points as a constructor. Which is progress, believe it or not. And, well, it's payback at the end of the day, isn't it? Finally, for him to give something back to the team after costing us millions in spare parts. He's finally starting to come good. Score a point at Monaco, it's not a bad place to do it either, right? I've got to get them to tone it down, though. Yeah, we got a point, but we're not Williams. We shouldn't be going crazy over a point. Be like a polite... Yeah, not bad, lads. Not bad.
As this race weekend comes to a close, the team is 8th in the constructor standings.
It's where we need to be. It's where we need to be. As we've said before, the quicker we can get 8th wrapped up, I want to start building next year's car, like, immediately. But we need to make sure that we've got 8th wrapped up. But there we go. Up 4 places for Oscar, up 3 for Seb. Not a bad showing for Monaco, to be honest. And a World Championship point. Max Verstappen winning once again. And he's kind of running away with that championship at the moment. So there we go. 1 point each. Both from today's stream. We're starting to make progress. And that means, there we go. We're ahead of Haas and we're only 1 point behind McLaren. We can forget about their upwards this season, to be honest. We just want to secure 7th. Well, 7th would be nice. 8th is all we need. And we're well on our way to doing that now. Big performance game from Piastri, so we're going to have some a development point to use on him next time out. And because we didn't give him any, Piastri has no ridiculous bonus clause. We'd have to pay him up £1.5 million for finishing 10th, which is a good thing. Right, we are going to end it here. Thank you everybody that joined tonight. 2 really fun races and a really fun race coming up next in Baku. I don't know if we're going to stream over the weekend, maybe. Might be Monday. So I want to get back to an iRacing and an ACC stream next week to go in between these. But if I can find some time over the weekend, then we'll definitely do another stream to do Baku at least at some point in between the F1 itself. Thank you everybody that joined tonight. I think my Streamlabs broke, apart from the chat, like the viewership and everything wasn't working. So I don't know, but it feels like we've had a lot more people in here tonight. Just from reading the names, to say thank you for joining tonight. You know, Liam, Pereira, Dan, Liam, Frederick, Polecat, we had Fox and Kagan earlier on. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining. I'm glad you guys are really enjoying this game. Just keep an eye on your notifications for when the next one's up, or if you're in the Discords, normally post them on there as well for when we go out next time in Baku. But yeah, progress at last. It's been a frustrating playthrough, but that's kind of what we wanted. Fox is still here. There you go, buddy. I'm glad you are. Thank you for joining. Good luck with your Haas playthrough, mate, whenever you're next in. I'm still watching through the last part, but enjoy. Cheers, Liam. Have fun with the game. Good luck with AlphaTauri. Hope you can make some progress. 4th in the championship is pretty good already. See if you can beat my 3rd with McLaren in the first season. I feel like they're equally as poor cars. So it makes a good race. Probably Monday. Cool, Fox. Well, I'll look out for it. That might be when my next one is. I don't know. I kind of want to do Baku at some point. I'm sure. Maybe Sunday night after the Grand Prix. We'll do another stream to so we can have a chat about the race and stuff. Yeah, thank you everybody. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekends. And we'll catch you again soon for some more F1 Manager. In a bit.